Okay. I mainly keep the stuff I post to being music related, but today's a very important day, and I'm gonna do my best to express my feelings towards it and somehow do justice what it represents. The anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Um, I had a grandfather and three great uncles that fought in World War II for many years. My uncle Louis nearly died. He, um, he nearly bled to death after being hit by German artillery, a German shell, um, in a forest. I think they found him a week or two later. He recovered for a full year in the hospital. Um, my grandfather, he spent 5.5 years in World War II, and the worst of it. He was right in the thick of the battle of Cassino, Italy, and he was also in Northern Africa in Patton's army, chasing Rommel. He saw the worst of it, and it completely obliterated his dreams that had an ambition, his dreams that had a genuine chance of being realized, of being a professional baseball player. When he came back, I believe he was about 26. For the most part, his window had passed, and it didn't happen for him. So I guess what I'm trying to express is, I'm trying to generalize this into an expression of appreciation for all men and women of military service, while also expressing my appreciation for the men that died in the Pearl Harbor attack and were directly involved in that conflict, and then also people like my grandfather who were on their way home from his deployment in World War II and had to go back and fight for a long time after, because that attack obviously escalated the war. We're divided very severely politically these days, and I'm not going to get into that. It's for many reasons, but there's some things that to me are universal positions. They're positions of they're positions that are founded on human experience and of general ideals of mankind. And these people that serve in our military and have served and have fought for these awful wars, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korean War, the Iraq and Afghanistan veterans who are also part of my family. Don't get bogged down in the details of what you think of the actual conflicts and what you think of our and other countries' approaches, reactions, military reactions to these conflicts and within these conflicts. Just focus on the individuals. I don't know if selflessness and sacrifice is greater epitomized than it is with the profound act of military service, volunteer military service, and back in the day, drafted military service. They don't have to be there, but they choose to be there. And when they were drafted, as my father was for the Vietnam War, fortunately did not see combat. When they were asked to be there, they went. That is immune from political divisiveness and political position. That is a universal act that deserves respect and appreciation across the board. If you see the state of many of our veterans right now, the suicide rates, the homelessness, it's not being appreciated nearly as much as it should be. So, obviously, first and foremost, remember those that died in the Pearl Harbor attack and those that were directly involved militarily in that conflict, and those who were involved in the greater war of World War II, but expand it to appreciate and reach out in whatever way you can. My resources are limited right now, but I hope to be able to reach out more substantially in the future to our current veterans. yeah, they're greater than us, you know. Acknowledge that, be humble, be grateful. So thank you to all who have served, who paid the greatest price and lost their lives in combat. And thank you to all who continue to serve.